another exciting episode of Unplug, where we give you updates on every single thing happening around you, things that you need to be updated on. Of course, I always call it the perfect cocktail because we have entertainment, we have national news, we have sports, we have every single thing, foreign news as well for you. So why shouldn't you be watching this show is the question. This is brought to you by every NG, and my name is Judith. Without further ado, let's move into the headline.
Unplug.
First up, we have star girl Erica. Yes, BBNaija lockdown housemate is feeling very generous. Now, she surprised a troll who thought he could come and say stuff about her show and go scot-free. Now, this man said that Erica's show, Inside Life with Erica, is a little bit disorganized for a reality TV show, and she's like, normally I wouldn't, pay this time of day, but being that I'm a very generous person and I like to help the less privileged, elite, please help me and give this guy the clout that he so desires. And I'm sure this man wasn't expecting it because the way she put it is like, oh, she's doing something good for the guy, and then she does like, boom, clout, really sis. So there you have it. If you have anything negative to say about Erica's show, I advise that you keep it to yourself. Alright, moving on from that, let's talk about Dorathy and how BBNaija fans have laid an ambush for her, literally. So something happened during the lockdown show that people seem to take note of and brought it into the reunion time. Now, they said that Dorathy made mention of Ozo promising her marriage during the show. Do you know that? If you watch that, just drop a comment for me and let me know when it happened. Just give us the full gist, right? Now, saying that, they're waiting for Dorathy to come to this reunion with, that vibe of, oh, you promised me marriage and try to talk trash, in quotes, to Ozo. I'm like, why do people like fight like this? People cannot say, oh, let's preach peace and love or fight, really? So yeah, they're really waiting to see how Dora is going to navigate that situation. Is she going to mention it? Is she going to leave it out? Is she going to deny that it happened? Is Ebuka going to bring it up? Nobody literally knows. But there's an ambush for Dorathy, and hopefully she doesn't fall into it. But she seems to be really ready for it because she's like, waiting concern me. You people should come, do your worst, I am Dora of the Explorers. You can't do nada. Alright, moving on from that, let's talk about Olamide's new album tagged Scuti, and it just drops. It's really amazing. People have been streaming. And here's a little backstory to the name. It's actually the name of the largest star that there is. It's actually Scuti. That's the name of the star. So is Olamide saying something? The biggest star that there is? Because we have Starboy. We have Starboy. We even have two Starboys. Let's even start from that. So he has to bring his own in another form. Scuti. That's really ingenious. Amazing. Alright, let's talk about something else. Dino Melaye is in the news, and this time it's for debt purposes. Now, a car owner said that Dino Melaye got a Mercedes-Benz from him in 2019 and has refused to pay off his debt. Now, this was called him out on Instagram after Dino posted with his new car, luxury Rolls Royce. It was like, yeah, you can talk about me, but I'm cruising in my car. And the person went to the comments and said, sir, all we need is just for you to pay off this debt since 2019. We've been trying to reach you and one of your workers to get you to pay this, but it's seeming like an impossible task, so we have to do this. Now, the person did not only drop a comment on his page, the person actually went on their Instagram stories to say, all we are asking for is our money. Literally, that was what the person said on Instagram, that they are just asking for the rest of the debt to be paid. Reacting to that was something really different because Dino was like, oh, if you talk anyhow, my lawyers will contact you because I don't know what you're talking about. I've paid for all my cars. If you want to grow your business, find another way to do it. Don't try to chase clouds. I'm like, what is it with people and clouds today? Hopefully, we don't see a long legal battle plan out as it is, but Dino is really insisting that he's not owing anybody, while the owner of the car is insisting that he has debts. On national news, we have really sad news coming up this morning as recent kidnappings show that 80 students were taken from a federal government college in Yauri, KEBBI state. Now, not only were these 80 students taken, they also had 5 teachers taken along and a policeman, security officer killed during the attack. And also, somebody who is close to the school reported that a student was shot and is receiving medical attention. This is the third kidnapping in over a month, and people are asking what exactly is going on. Why are we having these things? Since schools are now being targeted, why are we not beefing up the security around the schools? Wow, this is really intense. Seeing that we just had the Greenleaf students released, and according to the police, the people who were responsible for that abduction had been arrested and paraded. And we also had Islamic students from Niger State who were kidnapped and have yet to be released. And people are just like, what exactly is going on? Please, either you secure these schools or you ask the students to go home. What do you think of this story? Do you think it's time for us to, start homeschooling students, seeing that, they're now targets, or should the government really beef up the security in the schools? I'd love to get your thoughts on that. On some international news, we have something from Zambia, as the founding father of Zambia, Kenneth Kaunda, passed on yesterday at the age of 97 after battling pneumonia in a Lusaka military hospital. Our thoughts and our prayers are with the people of Zambia. This is a man who would continuously be prominent in Zambia's history, seeing that he led them to democracy and he led the country from 1964 to 1991. Alright, like we said earlier, thoughts and our prayers are with the people of Zambia. Moving on to some sports, UEFA has given some stern warnings to Euro 20 club owners, telling them that if their players continue to switch sponsored products for whatever they deem fit, they will be heavily sanctioned. This is coming right after Cristiano Ronaldo pulled the soda stunt where he replaced soda with a bottle of water, and just 30 minutes after that, the stock of the brand went into a nosedive. And then after that, Pogba also did the same thing with an alcohol brand. Being that he's a Muslim, he said he was not endorsing beer in any way, and then he removed this and replaced it with, soda and water, whatever was on the table. Now, UEFA is saying that they will no longer, tolerate this. People will be heavily sanctioned. And still on the matter of Cristiano Ronaldo, he is now the first person to have 300 million followers on Instagram. Mind blowing. I mean, he has always been the most followed footballer, but this is like 300 million people in this world that just follow you. Whoa, interesting. So there we have it. You have all the updates for today. I hope you had fun getting these updates. And until next time, keep the days with us. This is brought to you by every NG, and my name is